Hey, all Caps fans, Blake Friars here. Welcome to the first edition of the weekly Player Spotlight. This week's episode is brought to you by Virden Meter, and the first guest I have with me is Brett Paddock. Brett, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem.
Brett, what's it been like getting back on the ice with the guys after a long break? Obviously, there was some uncertainty when you guys will be back on the ice, but how's that been?
Yeah, it's been really good lately. Still haven't seen a couple guys, but they'll be back on Monday, I guess. So it'll be nice to get back into the swing of things, get back into the schedule, be playing every day, seeing the guys every day. It'll definitely be nice to see them all again.
How assuring was it to see the MJHL release their schedule today?
Yeah, I took a quick peek at it. It's definitely a little bit different than what we're used to. It's kind of looking like just a bunch of separate playoff series, pretty much
Yeah.
4-game series, but I mean, we knew it was going to be different, so I think we're ready for surprises right now because we know there are going to be some.
Just kind of talk about the difference of that, like wearing masks, obviously playing mostly weekends. Is that going to be a big adjustment for the players?
I don't know if it's going to be too much of an adjustment. I know all the guys in midget. That's pretty much what we did was just play weekends. So the mass part maybe, but it's I don't know. It all comes with the situation.
Hmm.
Like I said, we knew there was going to be surprises. So um, yeah, it's not. It's all part of the situation we're in. So
Take me back to when you were a little kid. How old were you when you first started playing hockey, and who would you say was the biggest influence in you playing the game?
yeah, I think I was probably 5 or 6. I believe. I don't know. My dad was definitely the. He definitely got me going into hockey. Um, I don't really have like my family hasn't played a whole lot of hockey. My dad played junior B, I think. So um, yeah, he coached me quite a bit. We moved to Brandon when I was 9 or 10, I think, and he coached me for quite a few years there. And then I moved up onto like rep teams, so there were different coaches there. But yeah, he coached me a lot during my early stages.
Kind of talk about growing up in Brandon. Did you go to a lot of Wheat Kings games, and if so, did you have a favorite player growing up that you like to watch in the Wheat Kings?
Yeah, I didn't go to a pile of Kings games when I grew up, probably a dozen every year or something. But it was always awesome going there. Um, I think definitely my favorite player was probably Matt Calvert
Mhm.
and Braden Shan, Ryan Pulak. There's a lot of really good guys that I kind of looked up to when I was younger. Keith Ollie was another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good hockey players that went through there.
You were listed by Virden in 2015. What was your first impressions of the town, and how have you enjoyed your time here so far?
Yeah, it's a really awesome town. Everything's so close. Um, I don't know. I've just come to know so many people. You know all your neighbors, and
Mhm.
um, yeah, I mean, um, all my neighbors, like, you wave at them every day. They know exactly who you are. They come talk to you. Um, it's just it just feels like everybody's familiar with each other, which is really nice.
You had 74 points in your last year in junior, and then you
Mhm.
had 26 your first year in the NBHL. Was there a big adjustment period going from midget AAA to junior A hockey?
Oh yeah, there's always a big adjustment when you're making the jump between leagues. Definitely size wise, but you're playing against older players that are faster, move the puck better. They're just smarter on the ice. I mean, it just comes with the game. If you're moving up a stage, you're definitely gonna have to be that much sharper.
So, talk about your season that you had last year. You saw your points almost double. You scored 11
Mhm.
goals. Did you do any different training in the off season? What do you think clicked for you last year?
I think a lot of it just comes down to your you've been in the league for a year. Your confidence is higher, and you're expected to contribute more to the team. Being a second year guy, I knew um, I needed to contribute more, and it's the same for this year. I gotta take the next step and contribute as much as I can because that's my role as a third year guy. I need to be up there, need to be a leader, and yeah, I mean, it just comes with getting older in the league, I guess.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you're one of the returning players. You're one of 17. How big is that going to be
Mm.
heading into this season?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, we're all familiar with each other. Um, we're, I mean, we've gone seeing each other every day for some of them for the past 3 seasons. So um, we know exactly what we're capable of and um, what kind of motivates us as well. So I think it's a it's a it's going to be a big help for us being so familiar with each other for sure.
So last year in the playoffs, you guys had a good year last year, and unfortunately, with the COVID,
Hmm.
shut down all the playoffs. Is it a sense going into this year that there's some unfinished business?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we were obviously cut off early, and um, I think we would have had success in that series, and it just kind of stirs the pot a little bit more for this season,
Mhm.
where we want to succeed. I know some of the guys. Well, I've been there for 2. Some of those guys have been there for 3, and um, I think yeah, all of us really want to succeed this season for sure.
You're heading into your final year of junior hockey. What does life after junior hockey look like for Brett Paddock?
Definitely going to school. Um, I know I've been looking at a couple different paths I can take. I'm not really certain on what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to be going to school. Not 100% sure where, but um, yeah, that'll be my next focus for sure.
Just wrapping up here, have you been able to keep up on the NHL playoffs?
Yeah, I've been watching it a little bit. We've been pretty busy, but I've been catching quite a bit of it.
You rooting for Zach Whitecloud, a former Virden All-Star?
Definitely,
Yeah.
I'd love to see him bring the cup back. Definitely like to see um, Vegas come out with it. Mark
Who,
Stone, I'd like to
yeah,
see him win it, and
he's another weekly
McCrimmon.
guy too.
Yeah, yeah.
So, who do you root for in the NHL?
Uh ever since a long time ago, I've always been a Chicago fan because
Yeah.
Jonathan Taves, he was my idol when I was growing up. I grew up in Clarny, and there's lots of Taveses from around there, so
Yeah.
um, I had a couple signed mini sticks and jerseys and stuff from him when he was kind of going through his college career and into his early stages. So I don't know. I've all kind of followed him. So I guess Chicago.
Hey, Brett, I just want to say best of luck this upcoming season, and thanks so much for joining me today.
Yeah. Thank you.